Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today we're going to take a look at 5 cases brought to us by Otterbox, and they're all for the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. Let's go ahead and check them out. Now, Otterbox is known in the industry for creating some fantastic cases that are extremely durable. They're going to protect your phone. They are rugged. They have great drop protection. As you can see, all of them are military grade drop protection. And what we've been seeing over the years is that the cases have becoming thinner and thinner. I remember when I first got my first Otterbox, it was a tank. It was a brick. Now the cases have gotten a lot smaller. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the cases, the fit, wireless charging test, and also how everything aligns. So let's get right to it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can get notified when new videos become available. So first up is the Otterbox Symmetry. Now let's take a look at the screen protection, and you'll notice that you get really nice screen protection, how much this is raised on each side. Great grip. You notice the thickness on the sides here, really thick. It's going to help make sure that you don't really shatter. A lot of the times when you drop your phone, especially when it comes to the S8 and S9 Plus, what you'll find is that the sides are the things that crack first. So I appreciate having this extra material here on the sides because that's going to give you extra bumper protection to protect the sides. Really good pronounced buttons here that are easy to access and press, and the same thing is happening on this side here. Alright, so now moving on to the back, what you'll find is the back has a matte finish, easy to access your fingerprint, and it's very well protected. You notice that you have that angle right there that's going to make sure that you don't get that backflash. Ports, super generous. You see how wide these are, so you're not going to have a problem there, and also you won't have a problem with your speaker. So all in all, really nicely protective case. Here you have your pinhole mic. Everything is nicely responsive, so let's see what the wireless charging looks like. So little light turned on, and you see that it's charging. Next up is the Commuter. Very similar to what we just saw in the Symmetry, but with some differences. First of all, this is a two-part case. It has a TPU or rubberized material that also has this hard polycarbonate type material encasing it. So you can see this is the rubber material and this is the hard material. So literally when you're going to install this case, what you do is you first put on the rubberized, and then what you do is you snap on this hard cover. So the hard cover has the same features what we saw: great protection for your camera, great bumper protection on the sides. Actually, I've seen that this is probably the thickest of the cases that I've had reviewed, and those that you still haven't seen yet when it comes to side protection. And that's something that you would expect from Otterbox. On the bottom you have all your ports, nicely protected, and again, this is something that you can optionally decide if you want to keep it or not, or if you're going to cut those off. And then you have your pinhole mic on the top as well. Let's go ahead and put it to charge. Oops, it fell out. So looking for that little LED to turn on, which it did, and it's charging. Alright, so next up is the Symmetry. It is a clear case, but really showcases the sides, the thickness, again, that you can see here. And I know I've been highlighting this with each review because it is something that you don't see in many cases, and this is the weakest sides of your Samsung phones. You do have great screen protection. You can see how raised that is right there, so you don't have to worry about that. Cutouts are equally well spaced and open for you. Buttons are nicely and pronounced, so you're going to be able to feel them and press them, and they're very responsive. And then you can see the camera, how well protected that is right there. Pinhole mic on the top, and we'll look at the wireless charging. Looking for that little blue light to turn on, and you can see that it charges. Next up is the Strata Folio, and again, awesome protection, but the difference here is you have this wallet-like look. And the neat thing about this is that it's magnetic, so it's not going to open. See how it just closes just like that. Has an area here where you can put a credit card, and it has the same features that we saw from the other cases. So fantastic protection on all the sides, as you can see here, except you have this little magnetic area that you'll be connecting the case to once it closes. Alright, so on the back you'll notice the back is a matte finish. It has texture to it, and it has, again, easy access to your fingerprint sensor as well as your camera area, and you do have that angled edges right here that you see on the side to make sure you don't have the backflash. Very generous ports like we saw on the other ones, right? And again, this is again for those of you who like the wallet style. Now we're going to be looking for the wireless charger, which you see there, and it is charging. Let's open this up so you can see that. So you can see that it's wirelessly charging. So great case, the Strata Folio. Right, so the last case we're going to look at is the Defender. Now the Defender is a two-part case. You have this rubberized TPU type material. It's going to give you a lot of bounce protection, and then you have this polycarbonate frame that lives where your phone lives inside of. right? And again, remember, all these cases have military drop protection. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert our phone into the frame, and then once the frame has been connected to the phone, we'll put the frame inside of this rubberized sleeve, and you'll see what it looks like. All right, so now this is what the phone looks like on the case. And again, you got that great side protection, great screen protection, and this is even further, so you can see how far up this is. I would put the Defender series to be the type of case that you'd want if you are out on the field, someone that is always on the go. Even if you're a construction worker and you're looking for something. Now, this does not have a built-in screen protector, but this is very rugged. And you can see, just from what you're seeing here, the thickness, when you feel it, it's very substantial. You go back here, you can see the same protection, but it's even more pronounced. Very hard material and rubberized material that is going to allow the phone to bounce in the event that it drops. I have never, in the years that I've had phones and I've used Otterbox products, ever had a cracked phone with an Otterbox. Matter of fact, I have had friends and family who, send me a message all ecstatic because they ran over their phone and it was in an Otterbox case, and they ran over it with a car and it still survived. Okay, now this is my experience. I'm not telling you to try this at home, and I'm not going to do a Otterbox test where I'm going to run over my phone. But I've heard it happen, and they swear that they love the cases. So this is definitely one of those cases that's going to be super durable. Now, it does also come with this holster, and the holster, the technology has gotten thinner. So the cases, the holsters themselves are not as thick as they used to be, as you can see here, but they're extremely durable. You will not break an Otterbox holster. It does have that little clamp security here at the very bottom for your belt, and it can be used, and let's double check that right here. It can be used as a stand. So you notice how that was here. So if I put the phone in something like this, I can have it, and let's click this in the right way. So we'll rotate this, and now I have it in a viewing position so I can watch some movies. So you could also have this facing inwards, especially if you're working and you want to make sure that you don't hit your screen by mistake. Can't go wrong with any of the cases. So if you were to ask me, of the cases that we looked at, which is my favorite, they're all my favorite. It really comes down to style, and it comes down to what you want based on your lifestyle. Now, the last thing we want to check is wireless testing, and this is fantastic because there's a lot of material there. Wireless testing or charging still works, despite the fact that this is super rugged and thick. Alright guys, so that concludes our review and wireless testing of these 5 cases from Otterbox: the Symmetry, the Strata Folio, the Commuter, the Symmetry in black, and then also the Defender. If you have any comments, leave it in the comment area. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. See you in the next one.